Have you perceived the tectonic shift? The Las Vegas Strip, long the undisputed epicenter of high-stakes wagering, is witnessing its monopoly crumble. Vacant blackjack tables, exorbitantly priced cocktails, and punishing resort fees are precipitating an exodus. Yet herein lies the paradox. The appetite for gaming has not waned, it has merely migrated. From the American heartland to the luminous metropolises of Asia, a new order is emerging. A new breed of gaming titans is ascending, poised to usurp the throne that Las Vegas has occupied for generations. The critical question is, where has this global pilgrimage of players been redirected? Remain with me, as the final destination on our journey may prove more astonishing than the decline of Vegas itself. At number 8, we find the WinStar World Casino and Resort, Oklahoma. Envision this scenario. You are journeying north on Interstate 35, crossing the Texas border into Oklahoma, when an immense architectural marvel materializes from the endless expanse of the prairie. This is no mere sports coliseum or retail megaplex. This is the WinStar World Casino and Resort. It holds the official title of the largest casino in the United States. And here is the crucial detail. Its sheer scale dwarfs the majority of mega resorts lining the Las Vegas Strip. Spanning over 400,000 square feet of dedicated gaming floor, WinStar commands an arsenal of nearly 10,000 electronic games, 100 table games, and a poker room that confidently challenges the very best that Vegas can field. In terms of sheer magnitude, WinStar renders even iconic properties like Caesar's Palace almost modest by comparison. But its colossal footprint is not the sole catalyst for this mass migration of players. The strategic advantage lies in its affordability. In stark contrast to Las Vegas, where a single night stay can command $300 to $500 post-taxes and fees, WinStar accommodations are substantially more accessible, frequently falling below $150. Parking is complimentary, and beverages are unburdened by the notorious Vegas surcharge. For the vast middle-class demographic of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, situated a mere hour's drive away, WinStar provides the quintessential casino experience, but stripped of the burdensome airfare, the relentless resort fees, and the predatory pricing. A sophisticated location psychology is also at play. Las Vegas demands a significant commitment: the booking of flights, the allocation of vacation days, and the mental preparation for $20 cocktails. WinStar, by contrast, presents the alluring spontaneity of a weekend road trip, a powerful strategic advantage. The Dallas Metroplex alone represents a population of over 7.5 million. And if even a small fraction of those residents cross into Oklahoma monthly, it creates a consistent revenue stream that Las Vegas is powerless to reclaim. Detractors often argue that WinStar lacks the opulent stage productions and celebrity residencies that became synonymous with the Las Vegas brand. And this is accurate. You will not find Cirque du Soleil or an Adele residency within its walls. However, an analysis of the core gambler's desires reveals a different priority. The answer is elegantly simple: reasonably priced tables, readily available slots, and a legitimate opportunity to win without financial ruin. By that metric, WinStar delivers unequivocally. And this reveals a profound irony. Las Vegas built its empire on the promise of accessible value for the common person. Today, that very promise is being honored, just not within the state of Nevada. And if an Oklahoman titan is unexpected, our journey eastward will prove even more enlightening, where two tribal nation mega casinos are methodically rewriting the very playbook of American gaming. We arrive at number 7, Mohegan Sun, Connecticut. To cross the threshold of Mohegan Sun is to understand that this is no mere casino. It is a self-contained cosmos of entertainment and luxury. Situated in Uncasville, Connecticut, this colossal complex encompasses 3 distinct hotel towers, 2 sprawling casino floors, and a 10,000-seat arena, alongside luxury retail, world-class spas, and even a celestial dome ceiling that bathes the interior in a perpetual, dazzling twilight. While Las Vegas projects its neon fantasy across the desert expanse, Mohegan Sun has ingeniously encapsulated that entire spectacle, bringing the heart of the Strip directly into the backyard of New England. The true threat Mohegan Sun poses to the sovereignty of Las Vegas isn't its opulence, but its masterfully strategic geography. It is perfectly positioned at the epicenter of two of America's most affluent and densely populated corridors: New York City and Boston. For the millions residing on the East Coast, a pilgrimage to Vegas demands a 6-hour flight, whereas Mohegan Sun is a mere 2-hour journey by car. This unparalleled accessibility has crowned it the de facto Las Vegas of the East, attracting a diverse clientele from corporate travelers to celebratory bachelorette parties. Weekend high rollers and casual gamblers alike now bypass costly air travel, opting for the direct route to Connecticut, but the allure extends far beyond mere convenience. The Mohegan Sun Arena is a world-class stage, consistently drawing A-list musical acts, NBA exhibition games, and even high-stakes UFC events. Indeed, the venue's reputation is formidable. It has earned a place among the globe's top arenas for ticket sales, a calculated and direct assault on the Las Vegas playbook. Vegas forged its empire by wedding high-stakes gaming with marquee entertainment, but now, East Coast patrons no longer need to journey west to witness premier performances. They can access the complete world-class experience without ever leaving their time zone, and when we examine the financial architecture, another advantage emerges. Mohegan Sun operates under the stewardship of the Mohegan Tribe, an entity that strategically reinvests its profits directly back into its community. This sovereign tribal ownership model liberates it from the relentless demands of Wall Street shareholders, who perpetually push for escalating resort fees. Patrons can feel the difference. Accommodations, culinary experiences, and gaming itself are more equitably priced, a stark contrast to the Strip's notorious strategy of extracting every last cent. For families, this carefully struck balance between affordability and spectacle renders Mohegan Sun a far more approachable destination than its Nevada counterpart. Admittedly, it may lack certain elements of cinematic grandeur. You won't find the iconic fountains of the Bellagio or the erupting volcano of the Mirage, yet for a significant segment of the gaming public, such theatrics are secondary to what is essential: proximity. It is affordable and relentlessly entertaining. In that respect, Mohegan Sun is systematically eroding the market share of Las Vegas through sheer, undeniable pragmatism. But if you believe that a single East Coast challenger is the extent of the threat to Sin City's reign, you are gravely mistaken. Just a short distance away looms an even more formidable rival, a titan that has forged a legacy as the undisputed heavyweight of New England gaming. Number 6. Foxwoods Resort Casino, Connecticut. Envision stepping into a gaming establishment so vast it constitutes a metropolis unto itself. This is the reality of Foxwoods Resort Casino, nestled in Mashantucket, Connecticut. Under the stewardship of the Mashantucket Pequot Tribal Nation, Foxwoods transcends the definition of a single structure. It is a sprawling, interconnected complex housing 6 distinct casinos, boasting more than 250 gaming tables and over 3,400 hotel rooms. And for decades, it has held the crown as North America's largest resort casino, a title Las Vegas once arrogantly assumed was its birthright. The genius of Foxwoods lies in its impeccable timing and its precisely defined target demographic. Debuting in the early 1990s, Foxwoods brilliantly capitalized on a glaring market void. The East Coast was desperate for a destination that could rival the Las Vegas experience. And it delivered spectacularly, offering everything from sprawling slot floors and high-stakes poker rooms to luxury retail, championship golf, serene spas, and even a zip line that soars across the resort. For millions of patrons from the metropolitan hubs of New York, Boston, and Philadelphia, this complex rapidly became the definitive weekend sanctuary. Why invest thousands to fly to Nevada when a drive of a few hours delivers you to an institution that rivals the sheer scale of Caesar's Palace? From a financial perspective, the impact of Foxwoods has been nothing short of revolutionary. fundamentally reshaping the landscape of tribal gaming. This revenue stream is the lifeblood of the Mashantucket Pequot community, forging a model with a tangible soul, a stark contrast to the cold corporate calculus driving Las Vegas. Global travelers frequently observe that Las Vegas operates like a meticulously engineered apparatus designed for the sole purpose of extracting every last cent from their pockets. In stark opposition, Foxwoods extends a profound sense of hospitality, one deeply rooted in cultural heritage and a commitment to reinvesting in its own people. This fundamental distinction strikes a chord, particularly as the global reputation of Las Vegas becomes tarnished by its relentless practice of nickel-and-diming its patrons. Consider the absurdity of $25 cocktails and $50 parking fees, which actively alienates the everyday player. But beyond the economics, we must analyze the profound psychological paradigm shift that Foxwoods instigated. Las Vegas once held an iron grip on the narrative, positioning itself as the sole global destination for world-class gaming. Foxwoods didn't just challenge that myth, it utterly shattered it. In the modern era, the casino competes on the world stage, offering high-stakes poker tournaments, colossal slot jackpots, and A-list celebrity performances, all without the Strip's infamous and predatory resort fees. For the East Coast clientele, this represents far more than a mere cost-effective alternative. It is a definitive declaration of independence, irrefutable proof that the pilgrimage to Nevada is no longer a necessity. Admittedly, Foxwoods lacks the iconic desert neon glow and the legion of Elvis impersonators, but the crucial insight is that it has no need for such theatricality. Its power is derived from a strategic trifecta: accessibility, affordability, and an undiluted, pulse-pounding thrill that rivals any on the Strip. And as the regional population awakens to the reality that the same surge of adrenaline is available without the ordeal of air travel, the very foundations of loyalty to Las Vegas begin to fracture. And if you believe the East Coast has already seized enough of Nevada's spotlight, prepare yourself because our journey now takes us to Maryland. Here, an urban casino, strategically positioned in the heart of a major metropolis, is fundamentally rewriting the global definition of convenience in the world of high-stakes gaming. At number 5, we find the Horseshoe Casino in Baltimore, Maryland. It's here that we must pivot our analysis to an entirely new strategic model. Not every player is drawn to the pilgrimage model, the long drive to a remote resort, or the cross-country flight to Nevada. A new breed of clientele demands immediacy, excitement, and the visceral thrill of the table's mere footsteps from their hotel, or in some cases, their corporate office. This is precisely the niche that Horseshoe Casino Baltimore masterfully exploits. Strategically embedded in the urban core of Baltimore, just blocks from the legendary M&T Bank Stadium and Camden Yards, this metropolitan gaming hub has completely revolutionized the casino experience on the East Coast. The paradigm of a meticulously planned, multi-day expedition to Las Vegas is being rendered obsolete. Now, residents of Maryland, the District of Columbia, and Virginia can indulge in downtown fine dining, witness the raw power of a Ravens game, and then simply stroll across the street to engage with the slot machines or enter the high-stakes poker room. This geographical advantage is a potent competitive weapon that Las Vegas is structurally unable to counter. Internally, the Horseshoe delivers an uncompromised, full-scale casino environment, boasting 2,200 slot machines, over 150 table games, and a prestigious World Series of Poker branded room. Yet the strategy here transcends mere gaming. The property is engineered to integrate symbiotically with Baltimore's vibrant entertainment district, featuring world-class restaurants and live music venues, and a dynamic nightlife, a combination designed to captivate visitors within the city limits rather than losing them to Nevada. For a younger demographic of professionals and players, this deep urban integration is a decisive factor. From a purely economic perspective, Horseshoe's success is fueled by its ability to capture the lucrative market of impulse spending. A trip to Las Vegas is a significant undertaking, demanding advance commitments, the booking of flights and hotels, and the budgeting of hundreds of dollars in associated fees. Baltimore, by contrast, offers a spur-of-the-moment evening with friends. It is precisely this spontaneity that ensures the tables remain occupied and the revenue streams flow consistently. In fact, the Horseshoe is a key player in a much broader national phenomenon: the ascendance of the regional casino strategically located in close proximity to major urban centers. These metropolitan hubs systematically erode the market share of Las Vegas by offering a product that is accessible, affordable, and deeply integrated into the local fabric. Naturally, the Horseshoe cannot replicate the sheer spectacle of the Bellagio's fountains or the Venetian's canals. But we must confront a fundamental truth. For a vast number of players, such concerns are irrelevant. They are not swayed by neon. For this clientele, the allure of Baltimore's Horseshoe is entirely sufficient, and this exposes a critical, burgeoning vulnerability for the Las Vegas empire. As regional gaming hubs establish a direct presence in America's major urban centers, the legendary grip of Sin City inevitably begins to falter. Yet the battle is not waged on the field of convenience alone. Some casinos are leveraging an asset Las Vegas can never procure: the profound tranquility of the natural world. Number 4. Coeur d'Alene Casino, Idaho. Envision, if you will, a landscape utterly devoid of the ubiquitous neon glare and teeming sidewalks. Instead, you are enveloped by pine-draped mountains, breathing in crystalline air beneath vast open skies. This is the very essence of the Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel in Idaho, a sanctuary where the thrill of the wager converges with absolute serenity. For the gaming connoisseur, exhausted by the relentless chaos of the Las Vegas Strip, this destination provides an experience the desert metropolis simply cannot replicate. It offers a profound, authentic connection to nature. Governed by the Coeur d'Alene tribe, the resort masterfully fuses modern gaming with a deep reverence for culture and the environment. To be clear, within its walls, you will still discover hundreds of slot machines and the familiar allure of table games. But venture beyond its doors and you are immediately immersed in a world of rolling hills, championship golf courses, and pristine hiking trails. It is this precise synthesis of high-stakes entertainment and profound relaxation that is compelling a mass exodus from the Strip to the Pacific Northwest. The paradigm has shifted. It is no longer solely about the gamble, but about achieving equilibrium. And crucially, the economic calculus plays a decisive role. In Las Vegas, one routinely confronts the reality of a $20 cocktail, $50 parking, and a room rate that easily exceeds $200 once resort fees are tallied. By stark contrast, at Coeur d'Alene, patrons frequently discover hotel rates under $100, accompanied by a suite of complimentary amenities, and a dining experience that doesn't feel like a flagrant act of financial extortion. For retirees, families, and the casual player, this fiscal disparity is not merely noticeable, it is utterly transformative. And then, one must consider the cultural dimension. Unlike the corporate-driven ethos of the Strip, Coeur d'Alene channels a significant portion of its revenues directly back into tribal programs, bolstering healthcare and education. This creates a palpable sense among guests that they are supporting a community, rather than simply fueling the insatiable appetite of Wall Street. Such authenticity forges a profound loyalty, a connection that Las Vegas has seen steadily erode amid escalating prices and a marked decline in service quality. Detractors will contend, quite correctly, that Coeur d'Alene cannot rival the star-studded spectacles or the Michelin-starred gastronomy of Las Vegas, or its pantheon of celebrity DJs, and they would be right. Yet, herein lies the central irony. This very absence is its greatest appeal. For a growing contingent of players, Las Vegas has devolved into an overwhelming cacophony of spectacle with diminishing returns on value. Coeur d'Alene inverts this paradigm, offering intimacy, immersion in nature, and a more deliberate pace, all without sacrificing the fundamental thrill of the game. And this strategic shift illuminates a far greater trend. As the global traveler increasingly seeks experiences of greater meaning and economic prudence, nature-centric casinos like Coeur d'Alene emerge as formidable alternatives. But if you believe the challenge to Las Vegas's supremacy ends with bucolic charm, prepare yourself as we journey north to Michigan, where even the most unassuming casinos are systematically eroding the foundations of Sin City's dominance. Number 3. Bay Mills Resort and Casino, Michigan. Not every gaming institution must be a monument to scale to exert its influence. Often, what truly captivates the player is not sheer size or spectacle, but rather a curated sense of intimacy and tangible affordability. This is the precise formula behind the appeal of Bay Mills Resort and Casino in Brimley, Michigan, a destination gracefully situated along the majestic shores of Lake Superior. Bay Mills stands as a testament that a small-town casino can indeed punch far above its weight, luring visitors who might otherwise be destined for Las Vegas. At first glance, Bay Mills cannot contend with the sheer spectacle of the Strip. There are no 40-story hotel towers or billion-dollar light shows to be found. Instead, it presents a quaint 143-room hotel, 2 casinos featuring over 700 slot machines, and an array of classic table games. For its local and regional patrons, this is more than ample. What Bay Mills lacks in grandeur, it more than compensates for with personality and intrinsic value. Guests consistently praise the affable staff, the refreshingly unhurried pace, and an atmosphere of genuine community. Qualities that Las Vegas once possessed but has since sacrificed at the altar of corporate avarice. And that brings us to the matter of cost. The Las Vegas of today feels like a financial gauntlet, defined by resort fees, parking charges, and punishingly inflated food prices. A single weekend getaway can effortlessly deplete a middle-class family's entire budget. Bay Mills, however, inverts this narrative. Here, visitors can gamble, dine, and stay the night without the pervasive feeling of being methodically drained at every juncture. For the people of the Midwest, that level of affordability is a more powerful draw than any choreographed fountain. But Bay Mills also offers an asset Las Vegas can never replicate: its location. Situated directly on the shores of Lake Superior, the resort masterfully merges the thrill of gaming with the serenity of fishing, boating, and outdoor exploration. A guest can spend a morning on the vast waters and an evening at the blackjack table, a lifestyle equilibrium that the desert strip is fundamentally unable to provide. From a purely economic perspective, Bay Mills powerfully demonstrates the strategic influence of regional casinos. By servicing local demand at entirely reasonable price points, it effectively nullifies the need for gamblers to even consider a trip to Las Vegas. This erosion of the Vegas customer base is not the result of one rival mega casino, but of dozens of smaller operations like Bay Mills, each steadily chipping away at the giant's foundation. Of course, Bay Mills will not supplant the glitz of Vegas, but for thousands of players each year, it doesn't need to. It delivers enjoyment, accessibility, and a vital sense of belonging, and that is more than enough to pull people from the orbit of Sin City. And while small casinos like Bay Mills are making quiet waves across the globe, international titans are now emerging. Destinations so iconic they threaten the supremacy of Vegas. Not just within the nation, but across the entire world. Number 2, the Casino de Monte Carlo, Monaco. Step off the French Riviera and enter a world where gambling is elevated from mere entertainment into high theater. This is the Casino de Monte Carlo, the crown jewel of Monaco and perhaps the most glamorous gambling destination on Earth. Constructed in the 19th century, this palace of marble halls, breathtaking chandeliers, and frescoed ceilings feels less like a casino and more like a royal opera house. For many across the globe, it is the very definition of elegance in gaming. And herein lies the striking difference. While Las Vegas brands itself as a destination for everyone, Monte Carlo is unapologetically, even defiantly, exclusive. There are entry fees, strict dress codes, and a pervasive aura of wealth that means the average tourist may never even set foot inside. But this profound exclusivity is precisely its allure. When a billionaire or a European aristocrat wishes to gamble, they have no need for Elvis impersonators or neon pyramids. They seek old-world prestige, and Monte Carlo delivers it in spades. Economically, this exclusivity functions brilliantly in its favor. The high-stakes tables attract a global elite willing to wager sums that utterly dwarf the average Las Vegas jackpot. This is unlike Vegas, which must rely on mass tourism while increasingly squeezing its middle-class visitors with a barrage of hidden fees. Monte Carlo's entire ecosystem is engineered for a rarefied, affluent clientele, and for this echelon of patron, the concept of value transcends mere complimentary beverages. It is defined by discretion, legacy, and the intangible prestige of an exclusive society. Culturally, Monte Carlo possesses an asset that Las Vegas, for all its capital, cannot purchase: a storied history. Its casino has been immortalized in cinematic lore, from the world of James Bond to the heists of Ocean's 12, solidifying its global reputation as an icon of enduring sophistication, while Vegas engages in a relentless cycle of demolition and reinvention. The true victory for Monte Carlo lies in its refusal to change. Its very permanence is the ultimate expression of luxury. Yet, the most profound challenge Monte Carlo presents to Las Vegas isn't the siphoning of mass market players. It is the fundamental redefinition of what constitutes success in the world of high-stakes gaming. As Sin City grapples with diminishing foot traffic and the ascent of powerful regional rivals, Monte Carlo serves as a powerful global reminder that a gaming empire can not only survive, but flourish by catering exclusively to a highly specific and profoundly wealthy niche. And herein lies the dramatic turn. While Monte Carlo holds dominion over Europe, a new power has emerged on the other side of the world, in Asia. A new titan has ascended, an entity so futuristic and iconic that it renders even the Las Vegas Strip a relic of a bygone era. At the apex, Marina Bay Sands, Singapore. Cast your gaze upon the Singaporean skyline, and its presence is inescapable. 3 monumental towers, bridged by a structure resembling a colossal skyship. This futuristic silhouette is the unmistakable signature of Marina Bay Sands, a destination that is arguably the most iconic casino resort on the global stage today. With its legendary infinity pool suspended 57 stories in the sky, offering panoramic vistas of the city-state, it has ascended to become a global emblem of modern, luxurious gaming. Within its walls, Marina Bay Sands commands an arsenal of over 2,300 slot machines, 600 gaming tables, and a sprawling complex dedicated to retail and entertainment. But this is the critical point of divergence from Las Vegas. It is not merely a casino, but a fully integrated metropolis unto itself. Michelin-starred culinary experiences, world-class art installations, and corridors of high-end luxury retail, all anchored by a convention center hosting global summits, transform the resort into a nexus not just for gamers, but for the world's business titans, celebrities, and political figures. Las Vegas markets escapism. Marina Bay Sands markets prestige. The economic implications of this distinction are simply staggering. Since its inauguration in 2010, Marina Bay Sands has consistently generated billions in gaming revenue each year, catapulting Singapore into the top 3 gaming markets on the planet. The reason? It masterfully taps into Asia's burgeoning and immensely wealthy middle and upper classes, drawing in high rollers from the economic powerhouses of China, India, and Southeast Asia. For this clientele, the logistical ease of reaching Singapore far surpasses a transatlantic flight to Nevada. Factor in the nation's stringent regulations, its reputation for safety, and its unparalleled global air connectivity, And the formula for Marina Bay Sands' rise as the definitive Asian counterweight to Las Vegas becomes clear. Culturally, this represents a fundamental paradigm shift. Las Vegas is built upon a foundation of nostalgia. The ghosts of Elvis, the glamour of the Rat Pack, the neon glow of the desert. Marina Bay Sands, in stark contrast, is built upon the promise of futurism. Its sleek architecture and high-tech infrastructure resonate deeply with a younger, global generation that values shareable, iconic experiences as much as the odds on the gaming floor. Indeed, a significant portion of its visitors arrive not to place a single bet, but simply to stand in awe of its architecture and experience the legendary Sky Pool, an attraction that Las Vegas, with all its spectacle, simply cannot replicate. And this reveals a painful truth for Sin City. Marina Bay Sands has achieved what Las Vegas has always dreaded. It is proven that the Nevada desert is not a prerequisite for creating a world-class capital of gaming. By masterfully fusing cutting-edge design, cultural sophistication, and immense financial power, Singapore has engineered a global rival that now poses a direct threat to the dominance of Las Vegas. The threat isn't merely regional, it's profoundly existential. So when the narrative claims the world has lost its appetite for Las Vegas, it fails to see the migration. From Oklahoma's colossal prairie ventures to Europe's hallowed gilded salons and Asia's breathtaking futuristic marvels, the universe of high stakes no longer revolves around the Strip. This may be the single greatest bet the city has ever made and lost. The neon glow of Las Vegas may still glitter, but it no longer stands as the solitary beacon on the global horizon. From Oklahoma's titans to Singapore's skyline icons, the modern player commands a portfolio of destinations, and their loyalty is shifting. What is your analysis? Is the reign of Las Vegas truly over for good? Offer your verdict in the discussion below, and ensure you subscribe for more in-depth explorations. Subscribe to stay ahead of the global narrative.